Welcome to the Medium in the Middle podcast. I'm your host, Stephanie, the Medium in the Middle. On this podcast, I share my journey as a developing psychic medium, as a Reiki master teacher, as an Akashic record practitioner, and anything else that's thrown my way. Hello, Middlers. Welcome to episode 180. 180, woo! My name is Stephanie. I am the Medium in the Middle, and today we have a little Medium in the Middle episode shorts, a little shorty version. I have two cool stories to tell you all about signs, but we're going to start off today with a card pull. I was pulling the card for today, and this might not be the right audience for this, but there's like a Barstool Sports Dave. He does reviews of pizza. And he always says, one bite, everyone knows the rules, one bite. And then he takes one bite of the pizza and he reviews it. So I was shuffling the cards and I was like, one card, everyone knows the rules, one card. So we have one card today, pulling from the original, the OG, Colette Baron Reed Enchanted Map Deck. And this card literally jumped out at me, so I know you need to hear it. Number 37, Cleaning House. It's time to clear the clutter to make way for better things. When you see the cleaning house card in a reading, it's time to declutter your life. Get rid of unwanted things in your physical home and release what you no longer want or truly need. Is there any unfinished business you should address? Thoughts, memories, or emotional baggage must be swept out of your house as well. Your conscience must be clear for you to move freely in the world. Celebrate a spring cleaning and feel the freedom as you make way for much better things. Look at what you've resisted discarding and be honest about its value. Be honest. Clean house. Ooh. Card 37, Cleaning House. So this week's story is brought to you from, again, one of my mentees. My mentorship that started in the spring is wrapping up, and everyone is having their last calls over these 2 weeks, and then the next round of mentorship starts again in August. That program is now full. Thank you to everyone who applied. It will be full for the rest of 2023, but it will be coming back in the new year. I'm either going to start it in December or January, but I think January. We will see. The waitlist is up on my website to be the first in the know when that opens again. So I'm having my last calls with all my mentees, and it's just nice to see how far they've come since we first started talking in April. Even though that doesn't seem that long away, a lot can be accomplished in 3 months. Me and this person were speaking about signs, and she said, I just wanted a sign. I just needed something to know that I was on the right path, that, I should be doing this, that I should be working on my spirituality, that things should be opening up, that, all of these things are worth my time. I just need a sign. She's like, I just asked for something. I asked for anything. I just said, send me a sign. I'll know what it is. I just need a sign to know just anything. Send me anything. And in my mind, I was like, we've talked about how this is a bad idea and you need to be specific with your signs. But she was like, just listen to the story, Steph. And I was like, okay. She's like, so I was, doing this. She's like, and then I went to work. She's like, and I was checking the work emails. And she said a few weeks prior, she was ordering some signage for her work. And it was like some artwork that she was getting done. And she said it wasn't supposed to be done until next week. But I had an email that said, come pick up your sign, comma, it's ready. She's like, that's all the email said. It just said, come pick up your sign, it's ready. And she's like, I started laughing and I was like, oh, that's so good. I was like, you literally asked for a sign and then you got that email. And also in my mind, I was like, what kind of business emails like that? But I think the whole purpose of it was so perfect. So I really loved that story because sometimes it is that obvious and easy. Sometimes it is that in your face. And another really amazing thing that she was telling me about, so shout out to her for doing this. So she owns her own shop and she was sitting in the shop and she said, it wasn't very busy. No one was in the store. No one had come in the store all day. And there was this like metaphysical store that she drove by on her way to work that she wanted to go to. So she's like, I don't know what made me do it, but I just decided to close my shop and go to that store. She's like, I've been driving by that store forever and I never go in. I never have time to go in. I never stop. She's like, but I stopped and I met this person and I booked these 2 appointments and, there might be some opportunities there coming up for me. She might do Reiki there. She might, you never know what the possibilities are. She's like, they have space. It's an amazing location. They sell a bunch of really cool things. She's like, I would have never gone in there if I just didn't close my shop and go. And it was such a beautiful way to end our mentorship because I was like, who knows what that decision is now going to shift for you? I always say the universe moves when you move first. And that is such a huge step to close your shop, to go to this shop because you knew you needed to go and you knew you had to make the time and you were just being called to go. So I'm a business owner. I know what it's like to close your business and go do something. That's not easy. I'm really excited to see what happens, but this is also your reminder to not ignore those nudges. They're important and they are a decision. Do you A, close your shop and go and then see what happens? Or do you B, not close your shop, stay exactly where you are, make no changes, nothing happens, nothing changes? Well, that was a huge, huge celebratory moment. I cannot wait to see what happens with her in the shop, what opportunities arise, who she meets, what happens in the future. But this will be something important down the line. I know it. And I'm so, so proud of her for taking that big step. So I shared this story on Instagram. If you aren't already following at Medium in the Middle, I share a lot more over on Instagram. And it is my only account. Beware of the scammers. I will never ever DM you for money or business or reading. I have a website for that. Everything is on my website. So I shared this on Instagram and then I got an email. And I'd like to share the email with you. I asked permission, but this one is a good one. Hey, Steph. I feel so compelled to tell you my sign story after watching your video. It's a similar story. About 10 years ago, I was a federal government employee. I hated it. I had been there for so many years and I wanted out, but I felt trapped. I was wearing the golden handcuffs, pension, sick days, holidays, etc. And everyone kept telling me I was crazy for considering leaving. So I asked for a sign. I asked that it be unmistakable and that it would leave no doubt about what I should do. The next day, as I was driving home, there was a sign. It was an actual sign, posted to a light pole that said, "Quit your job," in big black letters. All I could do was laugh. I quit within a month, and I have no regrets to this day. The universe delivers. Ooh, I loved that. That made me have goosebumps all over my body. Quit your job, a literal sign. Now, I usually don't recommend just asking for any sign because when you ask for anything, you're asking for nothing. Like you don't know what you're looking for. If you ask Spirit to send you a sign and then you see 3 butterflies, do you know that those 3 butterflies were the sign? But if you ask for a butterfly and then you see 3 butterflies, you're like, oh, there's my sign. So I do always recommend to try to be specific. But I like when things like this happen and you just ask for something, you need anything, and the universe smacks you in the face with a literal sign. So I wanted to bring that to the podcast to inspire you to keep asking for signs in desperation. Ask for anything, a sign, a smack in the face, show me universe. And these 2 stories tell you that can happen. That's what I have for you this week. Just a little short episode, a reminder of signs. Reiki training updates. The September Reiki trainings are now out for level 1 and level 2. Also very exciting is the Advanced Reiki Practitioner Masterclass on August 12th. That's coming up. If you are a Reiki level 2 student looking for more education, that is the masterclass for you. It is a 3-hour workshop on August 12th. Everyone registered also gets the recording. So if you can't make it live, you will get the replay. And if you are not quite ready for the course now, but you want it for in a few months from now, You can still register and watch the replay when you're ready. This will be the last time I run this course live this year. I don't know if I'll do it again live in 2024 or just continue to sell the replay, but it is an amazing course, and I think it's so needed because there's so much more after level 2 that needs to be taught. But I find that you can't teach it in level 2 because then it's just overwhelming and it doesn't make sense yet. You need a little bit of experience after level 2 before this course will be helpful. But if you're looking to grow your clientele, if you are looking to master your client experience and dive deeper with how energy moves through the body, this course is for you. All the information is up on my website. I will leave all the links down below in the show notes. But until next Wednesday, Middlers, when I see you in your ears, I hope you have a wonderful week. Bye, everybody.